What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer and another update from the devs on the upcoming teased hard mode patch. And this one is easily, in my opinion, the most interesting of all of the ones they've shown so far. So this one, and I'll show the picture when I'm talking about it, they show Little Bone in front of like a giant like dark quartz boulder, which on the surface seems pretty, you know, not all that interesting. But the really interesting thing about this is look at the way Lil Bone is posed up here. He's got his weapon behind his back, and he's doing an animation that he can't do. Like, we've never seen him do this, where he's like on his tippy toes and he has his fist out like that. To me, this implies that this is not in the game at all, but it's actually a cutscene. And the reason I say this is because, for one, it's like, think about it like this. That's a unique animation, right? For this to be in the game and be something that you can do normally in the game, they would have to animate that cutscene for every single one of the the bones or the skulls in this entire game. And there's like over 100 different skulls in total. Like, obviously there's not 100 different playable characters, but they all have their own evolutions and stuff. So they'd have to animate that a million different times, or 100 different times to be more precise. So that's for one. But also, like, we already know that story progression is supposed to be coming with hard mode. So, like, this is, in my opinion, very, like, it's like a subtle hint from the devs that, like, yes, there will be a story progression, even more than you probably thought. Because when they said story progression, I was not expecting, like, a whole new story. I was expecting them to expand upon the story we know. But at the end of the Skul the Hero Slayer story, they do hint that, you know, the true source of dark quartz is still not known. And that's like a looming threat. And they don't, like that, we only get the hint of that, but I always expected that to come with DLC. But it actually appears to be what we're getting with this. Since, you know, we're seeing Lil Bone interacting with like a dark quartz boulder, which is like insane. Like, that's like a ridiculous amount of dark quartz. And it appears to be a cutscene, so that's what I gleaned from this. And I think I'm onto something here. I think this is in terms of all of the spoilers and like teasers we've gotten so far, I think this is easily the most interesting one. It's certainly the one that has like the most analysis potential behind it, whereas everything else was pretty straightforward. Because if we look at the the GIF that they showed us last week, where Lil Bone's in front of like a fire with a scroll in it, that one's very clearly in the game, because Lil Bone does his signature like idol dance, where he like puts his bone down and then like throws his hands up in the air. That he's doing that in that GIF, so that one's like in the game itself. But this one, he, you know, like, that's not something Lil Bone does normally. He doesn't normally throw his weapon behind his back. That's not, like, because it wouldn't make any sense, because then he can't fight. So, I don't know. And we already know, like, the way that the story handles, like, the different playable skulls in the, you know, the story we know now. Like, if I were to turn cutscenes on right here, every cutscene, no matter which character you're playing, would be Lil Bone in the cutscene. So, like, there's, like, precedent here. So I do think I'm onto something here. I mean, I'm excited now. Like, there's so many potential angles to take the story in, and we can even get into a little theorizing here, guys. A little bit of theory crafting here, because there is an interesting, I mean, I was gonna say an interesting, but there's tons and tons of like interesting background lore happening in Skul. Like, there's so many like locations that are hinted at. There's so many gods and goddesses and like minor like demigods, like in the quintessences and stuff. But one of the characters that's always hinted at in the Skul lore, especially when it comes to the rings, the spirit rings, is a character named Rustamillicon. And you've probably never even heard of him unless you read the item descriptions. But, well, if we see a ring, I'll read the ring for you guys. But this is a character that is talked about heavily. And one of the things that they say about Rustamillicon is he accidentally destroyed the world. Or ruined the world or something like that. And there's like, I mean, that's obviously a fucking heavy thing to say, that you ruined the world. But what would ruin the world? Well, potentially the introduction of dark quartz. Like, that's pretty bad, you know, like that's a pretty horrible thing to introduce to the world. So it's been a theory in my friend groups that I talk about Skul in, that he's going to be the antagonist in the storyline involving the further exploration of dark quartz. And we're getting to a point now where that could potentially come up in the upcoming content in Skul. Like, it's hard to say, really. Like, all of that, that's definitely speculation, but I feel pretty confident about that speculation, personally. Do I want this or this? I don't think I want to commit to a bleed run, necessarily. I think I'll kind of go a little more neutral with my item purchases for right now. But, I don't know. I had a lot to say about the latest teaser. Though, obviously, and this is just, par for the course at this point. But, I am sad that it's still just teasers. A friend of mine said that apparently the original release of Skul the Hero Slayer, like back when it came out of alpha, was in January. And I don't know if he's right about that. I have no reason to question him. He's been around in the community longer than I have. I wasn't around when they took Skul out of alpha. But if that's true, then that could be a potential day where we, or date where we get like a new release for Skul, because maybe they're holding off and they're trying to celebrate their 2-year anniversary. That could be a potential day where we get more news, at the very least, about Skul the Hero, which would be no Christmas release, which would obviously be sad, but it is their game at the end of the day. They can do what they want with it, and they should certainly relish the moment, because they're incredible, despite all of my complaints. I mean, I adore their game, and I think they're incredible game devs. So, like I said, they should revel the moment. I mean, and here's the thing, right? And here's the thing. I think I said it in my last video. I don't know, man. I think like anticipation and waiting for stuff is an underrated thing. Like, I remember when and this is like unrelated completely to this, but it was when I'm definitely grabbing this, when Sonic Mania was first coming out, which is, I'm a big I grew up on the classic Sonic games. They're some of my favorite games of all time. And when they announced Sonic Mania, dude, I was so like, for like months, man, I was stoked as fuck, because it's like new. This is like what I grew up on, but it's new content. And I was like, it was like the first time I ever felt like a kid again, waiting for something to come out. And I mean, obviously Sonic Mania was fantastic. It was a great game, but the anticipation itself was better than the actual game. Like, just waiting for it and being excited and like looking forward to something was, it made the experience so much better. And I finished Sonic Mania in like, I finished it in like 2 hours on my first playthrough, because like, I don't know, like, classic Sonic games are not hard. They're fun. They're not hard though. So it was like, I don't know, the way itself, and like watching the animation they released for it, like watching that over and over, and just getting so lost in the hype and excitement about it. That was better than the game itself for me. So all of that just to say, like, occasionally, slowing down and just living in the moment and like the anticipation and the excitement for something that's going to come out soon, that can be better even than the game itself. And I'm not saying that's going to be the case for Skul, because obviously, especially for me, I have a YouTube channel centered around Skul the Hero Slayer. Like, it doesn't matter how quickly I beat hard mode, if it takes me forever. Oh my god, we're getting owned. I'm going to get endless enjoyment out of hard mode no matter what. But I should probably be a little more patient myself, because like I need to oh shit, someone was saying that they've I've done this event a lot lately, but in one of the videos recently where I did it, they were talking about how they have never gotten a heal from these chests. They've even gotten like the like mega like the brilliant diamond thing. We got that, I think, last episode. They've gotten that more times than they've gotten the heal. I don't know, like, I don't think the heals are that rare. It's all luck dependent at the end of the day. But to see it twice when that person has never seen it once is pretty funny to me. Sorry for your suffering. But we're kind of getting owned here a little bit. Hopefully we don't find another big explosion. I don't know how many of them there can be. I think there can be any number of big explosions or explosions at all. As long as we can get out here with our life, we're going to be fine. And I'm really not afraid of even, like, exiting here with, like, a... Actually, I'll stop here. Let's not be stupid about it. Like, 35 HP is plenty enough to survive the rest of Act 1 with, but anything less could be a little scary. What do we get? Anything good? Well, oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. We're actually on our way to Treasure 4, and I do have a Treasure 4 run request, although it's a bit of a hard one. I'll still mention it here. Where is it? It's one of the recent. Okay, it was from someone. And I hope I say this correctly. From a YouTuber or a YouTube commenter named Slav. I think that's about accurate. So thank you for your run request. It says, he requested, or they requested, I should say, Treasure 4 items only. And to that I say, not really possible, or at least in my experience with Treasure as a inscription, it's not possible. Because you rarely get items from Treasure. And also, there's never a guarantee that you're going to get Treasure 4 at all on any run. And you obviously have to get items before Treasure 4. So I think what I'll do for this run request, if we end up on that run request today, which we probably will, because, you know, I've got some really good treasure items. We got some momentum in that regard. We may as well commit to it. I think what I'll do is, instead of only treasure items, I will, any item that comes out of Treasure, I have to get on the run. And even if it means getting rid of something great, I have, unless it's Treasure. Like, if I get to the point where I have, like, all treasure items from the treasure chests, and I have to get rid of one of my treasure items that's giving me the inscription to add a treasure chest item to the run, I won't do that. But until then, any item that comes from Treasure, the inscription, I have to add to the run. I think that's how I'll do this run request, if we do it at all, which, like I said, we probably will, because to get this lucky, we got the freaking pot of greed from the foolish and large chest. It's like, how could I say no? Like, we're on a crazy run to have this early in the game, so I'll commit, and we have so much money too. Like I said, just to make the rules clear here. If an item comes out of a treasure chest, I have to take it. But I can still spend my money as freely as I'd like. And if we don't get any items out of treasure chest, which is my experience with treasure, then that it is what it is. But until then, you know, we just have to play the game normally, because that's how Skul works. You know, like to get Treasure 4 to begin with, you need to buy a bunch of items to get there. Also, thank you for breaking that for me, man. That was really nice of you. But yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about in this episode. Like that teaser, to the untrained eye, and I'm not sitting here trying to be high and mighty or anything, but like to someone who's not paying attention, that probably looked like nothing. But there was actually a lot to be gleaned from that teaser, more than any other teaser we've had so far. Like, everything else is, well, except for maybe the witch. But even that one, I feel it's too vague to really get too much information out of. That one was also more than likely a cutscene as well. But this one could very easily be seen as as just like gameplay footage if you aren't paying enough attention. And also, it begs the question, like, because that Dark Quartz boulder looks really out of place in the Forest of Harmony. Like, it doesn't look like it belongs there, so there's a lot to ask about what we saw there. We don't have any answers yet, but, you know, we'll get some soon. I'll go ahead and grab that just cause. Just cause. Like, also, I'll grab this from Mutant. We're off to an interesting start here. I'm really gonna hard refresh here for treasure. So, oh my god, I'm getting screwed here. Oh yeah, let's read the description on this. Do we have to buy one? I think we have to buy one. God damn it. I know the salamander mentions Rustabilicon, but I don't know about these. I don't want to waste my money on something if I'm not going to get the lore drop. So let's okay, actually I'm glad I did that anyway because we got treasure. So yeah, now we're on the treasure run here. I can probably safely get rid of this. Even though I'm going to miss the DPS that was giving me. It's better to do the run request. All right, any items? Yes, actually. Wow, okay. Maybe we'll get a little lucky here. Bone of Madness, I'm pretty happy about. I can't do my usual thing here where I hold on very dearly to the items I love, so slowly but surely we'll get rid of some of these items that I'm very comfortable with and pick up items I'm a little less comfortable with. But Bone of Madness is not a bad start. Or Bone of... It is Madness, right? It is. That's a pretty good start, all things considered. I could be doing a lot worse with my first treasure item. And potentially only treasure item, depending on how unlucky / lucky we are. Frankly, it would be unlucky to find more treasure items because it's going to end up with a very weird run. Like, the run's going to be strange by the end of this. It's probably not going to be very coherent. It's going to be all over the place. Another one? Nope. I will take shards, though. I'm probably going to hold on to treasure fort to the very end as well. Maybe to the literal end. I guess we'll have to see. Like, if my run is in danger of dying, I'll probably end up swapping off of treasure by the end, but I'm going to do my best to hold on to it for as long as possible. But basically, if we get to Act 5 and I have money to swap off treasure, there's a high chance that I will. Alright, good stuff. Right now, we're still strong. We'll just have to watch as the run unfolds. That's a magic ability. But it's, I don't know. I'm very clearly not committed to the skeleton sword. I think I'll commit to the Minotaur at this point. But skeleton sword was kind of weighing me down. Sorry about that. I wanted to sip some tea. But I still don't know where to go with this run right now. What is this buff here? Actually, let's read. When skills are cast, creates an earthquake 4 times, dealing physical damage to your... When swapping... So is that the earthquake buff, potentially? I wish... This is still one of the worst things about Skul, is that you can't hover over the buffs and debuffs bar and figure out what any of this stuff actually means. Though, I do understand to an extent. Like, I don't get how they would integrate a feature like that into consoles. Very easily, at least. It would be a little awkward. But still, like, come on, man. Like, it's ridiculous that we still, to this day, can't read what these actually do. You just have to guess. Some of them are easier than others if you have, like, say, this, or like an item or something, right? Also, interesting. I think I'll actually pass on that. We've done Archlich plenty of times recently. After a while, you just kind of have to be like, you know, it's been there, done that. What's next? If that was the champion, I would have been a little conflicted because I have a lot of champion run requests piling up here. I would probably take a champion. Like, it's not, I'm not really committed to the rider or anything. As you can see, by the way, we're not getting treasure items at all. Like, at all. It's a thing. It's just a thing that happens very often with this inscription is you don't get the items for some reason. Swap. What's in the chest? More bones. Eventually, we're just not going to need bones anymore, and we're still going to get them. I don't know why, of all the things in treasure that you like, you would expect items to be very common in the treasure inscription, but apparently they're not, and it's really weird. What's our stats, by the way? Our magic is not that much lower than my physical, thanks to the, I guess, actually, where is a lot of that? Did we have a shrine there? Yeah, we did have a shrine there. So it's actually a lot lower than it looked. I was trying to say, like, hey, you know, maybe our magic scaling isn't half bad, but then I was like, wait, where would it even be coming from? Like, we only have the pot of greed, and that's a 1-stack pot of greed, so... Yeah, it's a lot worse than it looks. But we can fix that maybe with a, I don't know, the ring, potentially? That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. No. What am I looking for here? We already have treasure. Probably just raw stat gain, honestly. And the problem is, eventually I'll have to get rid of whatever I get from this anyway. Okay, actually, this is... Okay, I won't have to get rid of this. We can drop the Carlion insignia. And I'll even do some refreshes to stack up my golden sword a bit. So now we have the really good attack gaining items from the treasure inscription. So we're actually doing pretty solid right now. Our shops kind of suck, though, to be quite frank with you. That was a terrible shop. Aside from the golden sword, obviously. That was a really good pickup. But other than that, which maybe that's really all we needed, you know? Like, what better could we have gotten for a run like this than golden sword? The ring, I suppose. Even then, I don't know. It depends if we lean into the mix shenanigans here at all. Oh, that's an item. That's a terrible item. Oh my god, that's really bad. But rules are rules. I mean, I might as well just give up on Fulgent Dawn anyway. We're not gonna get it. Because, like, I'll just have to get rid of the Fulgent for something that I find on the run. So, might as well drop it now. What would I even get rid of here? This? I mean, nah, we don't need... Actually, I'll break it, because this is a free event, basically. You may as well do it if you find it. It's currently broken. The devs need to fix it in 1 point, whatever the hell we're going into right now. One of the weirdest things that got broken with 1.6. I don't think it was like this in 1.5. I think it literally broke in 1.6. But yeah, it has to be broken. They have way too little HP. I was about to say, maybe it's not, and that's just, they did that on purpose, but no shot. No shot. It's way too janky. So yeah, the Holy Footsteps is terrible. I'm stuck with it for a while, though, until we hopefully find more treasure items. Because I have to keep any treasure items I find until I find enough to where I can cycle out other items. So yeah, shit's not looking too hot in terms of our item pool. Got rid of a good item for an item that does nothing for me. Well, I guess it helps my one ability on my rider here. Like, I do have a magic ability, but it was a bad get. Like, I'm coping a little bit here. I'm trying to make the best of it when in reality there's no justifying it. Oh shit! Oh my god! Wait, guys, I just realized something. I just realized something massive. I should have talked about this at the start. I hope everyone's still listening. If the story is continuing beyond the story we know in Skul, like beyond like what we've already seen, and we're actually getting the story expansion like I think we might be, then there's no way we can fight the Lyanna sisters again, right? If there would have to be new bosses, right? It would literally have to be. If the story is literally taking place after we save the Demon King and destroy the first hero, then the Lyanna sisters are dead. Like, we can't bring them back. So, I don't know. I just had that realization. Dude, that would be... Oh my god, that's like my biggest hope, dude. Dude, oh my god. I think I'm ODing a little here on Copium, but if that's true... Oh my god, that'd be awesome, bro. I literally couldn't ask for more. I'm just gonna go ahead and break an item here, because it's not gonna be with me for very long, more than likely. But, I don't know. I don't know. That was just a thought I had just now, and I actually think... I don't know, maybe I'm not ODing on Copium, because it, like... You know, I need to temper my expectations. But still, you know, it's worth bringing up. Like, you know... If we're getting the true source of Dark Court storyline, that would have probably been DLC, but maybe isn't. Then that's a huge deal. Also, another item. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my god, it's one of my least favorite items. All right, the last item to go that hasn't been gotten by. Oh no, I have two more. These two good items, and I'm also getting rid of another good item there for a bad item. So. That is multi-shot hunter. Sure. Sure, I like multi-shot hunter. More than I like the rider on this run. But once we lose the Giant's Axe, that's gonna suck, man. The Giant's Axe is so good. But, you know, for the loyalty of the run request, you know, thank you for your run request. Despite... You guys like torture me with weird run requests. I just noticed it. It's just a thing. Which it's about, you know, I like doing challenge runs, so I guess it's my own fault, but still, you know. Like, we could have had a good run here. Instead, we're going on a wacky run. But, you know what? Last week was all good runs, basically. Also, do I want this ability change in PC? I'm pretty happy with both of these. I guess. Let's do one. Screw it, right? What do I got to lose? I think that's probably an upgrade overall. More than likely, yeah. Because we kept the one ability I do like, and got an ability that I think I like more. The rock ability. I'm a pretty big fan of that, so it's all good. Man, once we lose Mutant, bro, this run's gonna take a nosedive in terms of its fucking power. And it's inevitably gonna happen. Why? I just want to be strong, man. That's all I want. Is that asking for too much? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I should just be happy that I'm playing a fucking video game. You know, like I'm playing a video game. I'm not getting paid currently, but you know, I'm about to be. We're almost there. I should have asked for subs at the start of this episode too, but it's fine. Actually, there's a pretty high chance that I might already be past 1,000 by the time this comes out. If that happens, we'll have like a true celebration of 1,000 subs once the next video comes out, which I more than likely will be past 1,000 at that point. And get smushed, get absolutely smashed. I'm gonna break the thing from down here because I'm too lazy to go up. Even though it probably would have gone a lot faster had I just gone up. Screw it, I'm lazy. All right, let's free the harpy. Thank you for showing up on time. What's in the box? Not an item. Really, the shops at this... We're kind of getting to the point now where the shops are going to be useless. I suppose I could get rid of a treasure item, but the thing is, like, this is like the worst treasure item I have by far. I could get rid of glowstone, I suppose. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. Try and get a good item here instead. Hand of Glory is good, but we'll have to get rid of it eventually. Though I guess there's like a certain strategy on a build like this, and like leaving Hand of Glory in... for the potential of getting it from like the actual chests, but the odds of that happening are so low. We're not even going to think about it. And now our stats are good, but they won't be for long as we slowly but surely get more and more items. That's a really good clone snap under other circumstances. We can still get rid of these two. I'm pretty happy with both of them though. On the low, I'm kind of hoping we get no more treasure items, but we're gonna get more treasure items. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, actually, should I get a samurai instead of a hunter? Actually, yeah. I'll grab a samurai for now. Fuck it. Okay, I'm definitely taking that over... Well, I mean, it's a direct upgrade from this. Even now, it's not even maxed out yet. It's still a direct upgrade. Let's just save our money. We're not going to get anything really in this shop any further. One thing I can try and spend my money on is quintessences, I guess. That's like... probably a little better. But if I see a good quintessence in the shop, that's like something I can keep forever. Go ahead and chuck a flask, see what happens. That's right, I parried, what of it? Not something I do too often, but I saw the opportunity, I took it. Low-key, I'm going to be looking for an ability to swap NPC. If we keep the samurai, I'm definitely going to want to swap off that, for sure. Did we lose? Oh yeah, we did lose HP because of the, we got rid of the gold incense burner. How much did that lower my stats? I think 16%. Something like that. What do you got? Nothing good. But is this, oh no! Oh no! Oh shit, I didn't think I did. Okay, this is like the worst puzzle in the entire game, by the way. It's horrible. Even to this day, as a veteran player who's been playing Skul for a very long time, this will still, not this part, the next part beats the ever-loving just shit out of me. Like, there's no avoiding it. I take a ton of damage in this event. Why am I glowing? Oh, holy footsteps. I can still get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. I don't like this event, man. Screw that, man. I don't care about 23 bone shards. I want my HP. I want to live, okay? Yeah, be very careful in that event. Even a veteran player such as myself is not super capable at handling the disaster that is that event. Oh god, we're still so strong with the Giant's Axe, bro. Oh, it's gonna be gone soon. Oh, it's gonna suck. But we can relish in the moment for now because we're still powerful. Break that, I guess. Get a little bit more money. Get our Minotaur up to legendary now. You can't go wrong with the Minotaur. It's just a solid skull, like through and through. It's like high A tier. I don't remember why I tiered it in my older tier list back in like July. If I didn't tier it in high A, there was something wrong with me. Because this skull is great. I more than likely did. I just can't remember. Item? Nope. Don't know why I want. The reason I want an item, I think, is so I can get rid of the holy footsteps. That's like the first thing to go. Then after that, we'll figure it out from there. But holy footsteps, it has to go. It's doing nothing for me. I guess it's giving me relic potential. Do we have relic? No. Nope, we don't. Though we could get it, which I guess could be somewhat useful. I'll be careful against being a big boy like the Minotaur here. Gives you way more opportunities to take damage. What we get? Rockstar, no thank you. I'm still I have my eye open for a potential replacement for the samurai. I'm not committed. Not that I'm against it. I'm just not committed to it. Like, if something better shows up, then I'll take it. But until then, being a big boy there sucks. It sucks so bad. Being a tackle dashing is just awful. After I just got done calling the samurai like a solid skull, then it has to remind me that it has the tackle dash debuff. That's so whack, bro. You just get so many opportunities to take damage, like there. Alright, what do we get? Oh, that's not him. Oh my god, why are all my least favorite items showing up? What's happening? Another useless item. At least it works with tackle dashes, but good lord. Good lord. We lose treasure. I mean, we lose, yeah, we lose mutant here. God, our run's gonna become so much weaker now. Oh my god. I'm gonna be healing at all the shops moving forward, basically. Yeah, mutant's gone. I still can't swap. Oh my god, I miss it already. Bro. Why? Look, our mithril armor's so good. We have... Well, how much stats is that? Oh, I guess it's a decent amount of stats. Still a terrible item. There we go. Oh, tackle dashing. Oh my god. One thing I will say about the mithril armor is, at the very least, the buff lasts long enough to where like tackle dashers can utilize it. But tackle dashing is such a awful mechanic in the game that I just wish they'd get rid of. It's just useless and worthless, and ugh, like every skull is just worse off with the tackle dash. You should never make a mechanic built around that. Oh, and of course you have the pikeman, which, yeah, I'm so glad that they pretty much made an item that exclusively centers around the pikeman. That's great. Let's go ahead and prepare ourselves for the shop. We have so much money, but nothing to do with it, man. Oh, we're not... Okay, we giga high rolled our doors here. Can't say I'm too happy about that, though. Like, this run would be a lot better off if we could just get to the shops quicker, because we just already have so much money anyway that our resources are already, like, maxed out pretty much all the time. Though I guess this has given us a lot of opportunity to get a lot of bone shards, which treasure is already kind of doing as well. So it's just like the giga high rolling of doors in this run in particular is just like not worth it. Like, we just don't need it. God, we have 16k, dude. It's crazy. I still have one item I can replace, and I'm a lot more motivated to replace it now. Where's our arms? Okay, so we can keep arms too. If I find a good arms item here, I'll probably take it. Actually, why am I doing this? We're just gonna have to get rid of this in a second anyway. Fuck. I'll keep going. But, like, I feel unmotivated to check the shops a ton. And I'll just keep the Giant's Axe. It's at least still good with the Minotaur, but, man, like, it's like we have all this money and nothing to do with it, essentially. And, you know, that's just this runner quest. Like, you know, it's very asynergistic. Just, you know, the things I do for my audience, you guys should really appreciate me. Get that. Good stuff. Oh, we can actually parry here. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. It literally stopped like a second in front of my face and the parry did nothing. Oh my god. Oh god, parries. what can I say about parries except I love them. They're great. Okay, that parry did something. Good job, parry. And what's in the box? Bone shards. I don't know, man. Treasure just has an abundance of bone shards that it gives you. Maybe it incentivizes me to not take this skull room, but I might as well because it's probably going to be the last skull room we need. And this could be the last door before we get to the Chimera. It would be nice to be done with my... Oh, ow, Jesus. Oh my god, that was like the lack of... The swap cooldown was still happening. And I thought that that I would be able to swap and tank the damage on my swap shield, but nope. Because we lost our mutant earlier in the run when we found the mithril armor, which I'm so happy about. Though more than likely we'll end the run with our mithril armor because it's at least usable. A lot of the items we're going to be getting are not even going to be usable at all, so... And we have a remaining one here who's a little too late. But we'll still see what he has for me, because he might give me a skull that I want instead of my samurai. We'll see. I mean, he gave me the gambler recently, so... What do you got? It is a genie, who I don't think I want. Okay. Nope. Let me think about the genie. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just... Yeah, let's not. Even though, like, we still have the Giant's Axe, we won't for long, so... Like, with the Giant's Axe being, like, a guaranteed on the run, we would consider it a little more, but it's just not going to be helpful. What's this food item? Do I get to keep this in the Chimera fight? If you heard a scrape there, my bad. My headset cord is a little cumbersome at times and gets in the way. All right, let's try and get a nice okay, let's try and get a nice slash here. Even with our maxed out like shards or whatever they're called, the slashes here, we're still not doing a ton of damage with our half what is it called? Single slash, yeah, there we go. I was gonna call it half moon slash, but it's still not doing a ton of damage just because this runs so like awkward. Like it's just also let's do a Giga Stomp here. Oh, actually, I just realized I have like access to so many broken windscreens. Also, that was just a glitch slash. It did nothing for no reason. But it's fine. That was a relatively easy Chimera fight, so it's good. All is well. Nothing interesting. The only problem with picking up any of this is we're gonna have to get rid of it like very quickly. So I'll just break a legendary. God, I'm really hoping we find a bunch of treasure items moving forward because that would help me a ton. Also, I will commit to the samurai here. It would help me a ton in getting rid of the holy footsteps and the what's it called? The golden whip. Both are pretty high priority in getting rid of. Although I think we're stuck with the golden whip because it's how I keep my treasure 4 going. My golden whip is just here to stay, basically. There's nothing I can do about it. Joy, that's great. I'm so happy. I love the golden whip, especially on a physical damage run. It's awesome. No more skull rooms though. That's a good thing. So yeah, interesting run so far. I think that's a word for it. Parry. Oh my god, the parry. It didn't do anything, but that was bad timing on my part. But still. You're getting Giga Stomped on, and you can summon your friends all you want because there's nothing I can do about it. This is not the run where we stop them from summoning their friends. And they're gonna summon their friends all the day long, and you know, good for them. More power to you, friend. As long as you don't kill me in the process. Now we have some useless bone shards coming, which is another problem with treasure. It's certainly not an inscription that you usually keep the whole run. It's a very awkward inscription the further you get into the game. The more resources that you don't need anymore. Like, as you can see, we have like such a surplus of resources that like it's not quite useful. Also the parry, it's so annoying. It's not quite as good as it was at the start of the run. And that's just kind of the inherent problem with treasure. And I will say, I do think Treasure is a overall better addition to the game than Miser was, but Miser didn't have this fall off of usability that Treasure suffers from. It's specifically a Treasure issue. Whereas Miser, like, eventually you would get rid of Miser too, but it kept going a lot longer in terms of its usability. And they pretty much took the Miser inscription and put it on the 2 items that are Stone Mask and what's it called? Gold Incense Burner. They took that whole inscription and just put it on 2 items basically. Kind of like how they did with Concentration, but the Concentration was a lot more universal. Like, I think they could stand to put Gold Increase on maybe a couple more items in the game, and it would still feel pretty nice. Oh my god. I need to find an ability swap NPC like yesterday. I keep accidentally pressing the parry button and then like doing nothing with my button press. And that's a me problem. Like, this is something I talked about in the past. My real problem with parries is like it breaks the flow of gameplay in a way that I just don't like. It's useful for new players who don't know how to dodge enemies as well as like a veteran player does who's very familiar with the game. But for someone like me who like has fought all of these enemies a gajillion times and knows their attack patterns and can dodge them, it's like, it just doesn't help me that much. Item! Useless item. There goes our final good item. Actually, I guess this isn't a useless item. It still does damage, it just doesn't do a lot. Like, it's way worse than Giant's Axe, to say the least. Significantly worse. And now that goes the final vestiges of the run that once was. And now we're on something different. Like, all of our items that we have that aren't treasure are now from treasure. So, I hope you're enjoying your run request. I hope it's at least close to what you had in mind. Like I said, there's no way to actually do the run that you requested. Though I guess we are kind of there, aren't we? Like, this is kind of what you wanted, I guess. Like, there was no guarantee that I was even going to get all of these. Oh, wait, no, we still have Hand of Glory. We still have Hand of Glory. That's like the final, true final thing that we have here. That'll be gone soon, though. Oh, God. And then we have no damage. I guess, oh. Oh, wait, yeah, what am I owing about? I have to keep this fucking golden whip. Goddamn golden whip. Why am I even looking in this store? There's no reason. All the quintessences I've gotten up here are just been bad as well. Everything's just not great. Let's move on. I got nothing to do with his money. It's just there for no reason. Useless resource. You know, I was thinking about taking the wheel. The wheel would have rocked here, man. The wheel would have been so good. The run's still not bad, though. As you can see, we're doing just fine. I guess I'll hold my thoughts about how the run is doing truly until we get to the adventurer. That's when we'll really know. All right, we have a full moon slash here. I'll save it for the adventurer, though. So we're probably not going to be using our. Oh, what's happening? My button presses weren't working. We're probably not going to use our samurai too awful much until we get to the adventurer. Though I probably will panic swap a couple of times. But moving forward until we get to the adventure, I'm mostly going to be trying to use my my Minotaur because it's a lot more useful. Although here I do want to swap. Helps me deal with crowds a lot. The Samurai swap is shockingly really good. Probably one of the more underrated aspects of the Samurai is how good its swap is. I think I talked about this in my old Skul tier list. Just a very good Skul all around, but its swap, shockingly not as one of the more mentioned aspects of how useful this Skul can be. Get parried, even though that did no damage at all. Still get parried. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I made my thoughts clear on parries, but if you like parries, feel free. It really all, like I said, it depends on how familiar you are with Skul the Hero Slayer, basically. Watch us not get a single other treasure item, by the way. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be stuck with Holy Footsteps. Though, it also, you know, what if what we get is worse than Holy Footsteps, you know? That could happen. Because it's pretty much a roulette from this point forward. Whatever I see from treasure chests, I have to take. So, you know, it's open season now. Anything can happen. I could get like, I don't know, Hope Slasher. But at least now I have a little more say over what happens on this run. Also, I just realized we have the bone debuff. How do I have that? Oh no, I meant to press tab. Fuck, that's such a waste. Oh, we have it because of this. Fuck me. Maybe I'll, oh no, because we still have the Hand of Glory. Shit, I keep forgetting. God damn it. So we still have one more item that is like a guarantee. Also, it is the Thief, so it doesn't matter. The Thief is like extremely weak, so it's like even without Full Moon Slash, it's obviously annoying. Like we lost some of the flair we would have had in this fight, like the swag kill basically, but like it's the Thief. He's weak. Like I don't have to Full Moon Slash him or anything. He's a free kill, but he's probably gonna get the ult here, which is not something I like to let him do. Yeah, he ulted. It is what it is. It's fine. It's my fault for accidentally fat fingering the Full Moon Slash. We killed him with the aura from Mana Bone there, Bone of Mana. It's pretty crazy. I'll take an Ogre here. It's better than what we had. Like the Kobold is just like redundant. It's like we have all of the money we could want in the world. It's just like a weak quintessence at that point. This is a good quintessence though. Damage reduction, you can never go wrong with a little damage reduction. Also, actually both of these are really good swaps. So it's actually not too bad of a thing if I rapidly swap out of these two skulls. I can do quite a bit with both of these swaps. You know what? It would actually be kind of cool if I got to keep the Hand of Glory for the whole run. So I've kind of changed my mind all of a sudden. Now I'm like rooting against seeing another treasure item just so I can keep this Hand of Glory. Please, game, do me a favor. Let me keep it, man. It's like holding the run together like glue. It's the only damage scaling we have. You gotta help me, game. You gotta help me. Oh. That's annoying that I can't swap quickly enough there. I was just stuck staring at him. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the Samurai because like one of our swaps is, or like if we get stuck out as the Samurai, we do like no damage. Because the Samurai, his basic attacks are terrible. I would say like most of the time if you're doing a Samurai run, one of like the must-have items is Thief Armor. It's really good on Samurai. Give me my dear friend, please. And I'll take it, I guess. It'll keep us sustained until we can buy some food. And honestly, the my dear friend would have just been swag, because it's like we can heal as much as we want, basically. As long as I'm able to maintain my life until the next shop, we're gonna be fine. And we're not in dire straits enough to where I'm worried about maintaining my life or anything. So I think we're fine. This guy is certainly summoning every last one of his friends. Zero issue from him. Like it's a fucking jamboree, and everyone's invited, which is fine. You know, I'll throw you a bone, sir. This run's a little on the weak side. You're welcome, all your friends. I'm trying to swap so hard. I don't know if you could hear my scroll wheel, but I was going hard there. Just no luck. One thing that is a little lucky though, like I said, we're not finding treasure items, so there's a chance that I can hold on to this this Hand of Glory. Though we're also high rolling our rooms, which gives me more and more opportunities to find an item from treasure. So, and also, like, what if we get Hope Slasher from the treasure chest? You know, like it could be better. I'll do a little refreshing in this shop to see if maybe I can get something better than the Hand of Glory. Because look at this money we have, bro. And here's the thing, I actually did like a Scrooge McDuck joke run, maybe like a few months ago, where I like purposefully hoarded all of the money I could for the entire run to see how much I could end up with, and I didn't spend any of it. And by the end, I had like 30k, I think, or maybe it was 50k. But the funny thing is we're not far off from the amount I had on that run, and we're spending our money on this run, so it's like we're just getting so much money, and it's like nothing I can do with it. It's just whack, bro. It don't feel right. Oh! Be careful here. God, these statues are just relentless. Is this... Okay, we see the slime here. Though, actually, I don't even know if that's legal on this run. I'll still use them, but like, whatever I get from him, I probably can't take. I could probably, if it's one of the treasure items, I can replace it with the Hand of Glory. But all of our treasure items suck. Yeah, I'm not taking that over the Hand of Glory. Get out of here. Screw you. You're not taking my Hand of Glory from my cold dead hands with a mithril armor. Maybe if it was a golden sword, but it's not. And even actually, I think the Hand of Glory represents more stat gain than the golden sword, regardless. So it's close. Oh, okay. There's our. Actually, that's a really good one. It kind of synergizes with the mithril armor a little bit. A little bit, not a lot, because it's kind of hard to synergize with the mithril armor, but it does. All right. I'm still not happy to get rid of Hand of Glory, but I'll take it. I'll take it for what it's worth. Could have been a lot worse. In fact, you can maybe even argue that it was an upgrade. Who knows? I can see the arguments for it. At the very least, it wasn't bad. And also, this is like post 1.5 Hero Sword, where if you were playing before 1.5, it lasted for 1 second, and it was actually a really niche item. Whereas now, it's actually pretty good. And literally, we cannot do anything now with this money. Like, there's nothing we can do. Because, like, all of our items are treasure. And I'm certainly not getting rid of this or this or this. Like, there's no better treasure items that I can get from the shop. Except the ring, actually. Let's look for the ring. I'm glad I remembered that. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe the Cretan Bowl was worth considering, but not really. Belt Mask. And I'll do one more. Okay, let's go. We'll do the rest in the Act 5 shop, where we actually have more of a chance to find the ring, potentially, in the shop. Probably should have done that a little sooner, but I don't know. We still have... We're going to have well over 20k going into the next shop, so even if I did fuck up a little bit there, it's not a big deal. Like, we're going to have so much money to spend. When I rapid swap into the samurai, it's actually like genuinely really powerful. It's like a rare moment where I don't feel like I have a debuff on me with the bone inscription, because like it's really good. I can't tell if it works with the Minotaur because it's so fast that I feel like he doesn't even get to do his animation when he's swapping in. But with the samurai, it definitely works, and it's actually really powerful. So I don't know. Feels pretty good. Oh, ow. Okay. Let's not lose a bunch of HP on the way out here. I still have to beat Joan. Though this might be the last room. We'll have to see. Okay, that's an HP shrine anyway, so we're good. Give me an item on the way out, if you wouldn't mind. I can still stand to get rid of the Holy Footsteps. Item, please? Oh, you're alive? Jesus. Oh my god, there's another wave too. Good lord. Can't you just die? And we're also about to have Full Moon Slash. I think I'll do... I want to do the Full Moon Slash windscreen, but that also means I can't Full Moon Slash Joan. Because we're about to have it. Yeah, there it is. We're probably not going to get another one by the time we're done, either. I don't know. I have something to think about here. Which windscreen do I want to do? I have two really good ones. I have the Minotaur and the Samurai one. I don't know. I'll think about it myself. Let's think about Joan for now, though. How do I think this is going to go? We're not exactly killing it here, but we're doing fine. Like, this is not a weak run. It's an awkward run, but it's not weak. So I think we're going to do fine against Joan, but the run is still on the weird side, which I guess is probably the point from the run requester. So hope you're enjoying it. I hope others are enjoying it as well. It's nice to do a little wacky shit sometimes. Very a-synergistic like I figured it would be. Let's get in there and see how it goes. I'm feeling confident, so alrighty. Hopefully you didn't hear any nasty noises there. I'm still a little under the weather, so I'm mostly better now, though. My voice isn't fucked up anymore. I'm not coughing as much, as uncontrollably as I was before. But still not 100%. This is like one of the nastiest colds I've dealt with in a really long time. Let's just leave it to it over there. I'll pass on being on that end of the battlefield for a little bit. You're not getting out of here. I'm certainly, at the very least, if I'm going to do the windscreen on the Minotaur. Oh god. Like if I'm saving my full moon slash for the, or not saving my full moon slash, I'm going to probably use it on Joan instead of the first hero. Because if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know how I feel about Joan or the first hero. I'm much more scared of Joan than I am of the first hero. And we're very clearly not absolutely killing it here or anything. Like, this is a very average run in terms of how we're dealing with the Joan fight. I could even stand to use my full moon slash here, but I'll save it. We still have a whole other pedestal over there, man. Alright. She's being nasty. Typical Joan. Not that I'm worried or anything, but it's making the experience a little bit more cumbersome, as I like to say. Oh! Okay, we're fine. There's one down. Always watch her animations. That's extremely... Like, if I had just kept running forward there, we would have lost a ton of HP. Like, just a ridiculous amount. This is something I'm always warning, especially new players of, but keep her in your peripheral. Never let her get out of your sight completely, because if you do, she'll get you with her nasty attacks. And you don't want that. Alright, good stuff. I'm going to full moon slasher. And it's not even going to do that much for the record. It's going to do a decent amount, but nothing crazy. Like, this is going to be a more drawn-out Joan fight than maybe some of the other times you've seen me fight her here. And, yeah, not even close to enough. But it's fine. I'll single slash her here. Also, should respect her a little bit here because, like I said, we're going to be here a while, so I shouldn't be a complete idiot while fighting her. I'm playing a little fast and loose with it here, but... Okay, let's stand here. She gave me a little bit of space there. I have to thank her for that. As much as I'm always insulting her and saying I hate her, which I do. But, she was a little kind there. She let me stand on the platform with her friend. Okay, she's doing another annoying attack here. I should not be the Minotaur here. This is a really bad idea. The Minotaur is actually probably one of the worst skulls in the game at dodging that attack from her because he's so fat and he has a tackle dash. Oh my god, she's being really nasty. Oh my god, she did so much to me there. I'm probably going to get her here, though. And she might... Oh, yep, she did die. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, hey, she died somewhere. Who knows where. We can't take any of this stuff, so we're just going to break a legendary. Going into the last area, I'm probably going to hold on to Treasure 4 for the entire run, just for the hell of it. Because why not? I don't think I've ever taken Treasure 4 to the end of the game, so... And we could even get some items on the way out, too, so... I really see no point in getting rid of it. That was the bone debuff at work. I was expecting to be the Minotaur here, but I'm not. I might be able to get my full moon slash back if I continue to... Oh, shit! No way. Oh, okay, that's a really, really good pickup. Wow. Okay, then, game. Alright, I see you. I see you. That's, you know, that's for the troubles, I guess. Sorry for all the trouble we caused you, Haxa. Here's a bonus swiftness on the way out, buddy. We got a lot of bones here. Maybe I should make the thumbnail all bones. Like how I always put the 3 items on the side. I might do all bones here just for the shits and giggles. Oh my god, I can build up my... Okay, I'm cheesing it, guys. I'm cheesing it hard here, okay? Apologies. But I don't know, man. You know, when I see an opportunity, I'll take an opportunity. And guess what? Here's the kicker. I'm not even doing this so I can use my full moon slash on the first hero. I'm doing it so I can do the full moon slash windscreen. Okay? If you're new here, you know, there's several of you who are new. I've seen you say it in the comments. And maybe you're not familiar with my windscreens and how I like to do things here. I don't just like to win, okay? I like to win with style. And the way I do that is by... Do I want a Balrog? I don't think so. I want to do a real Balrog run. I don't want to do one where I just tack him on at the end. I'm going to, for one, buy the food. And now we're just going to full send it until we hopefully find an item such as, I don't know, the ring. Could still happen. I'm hoping a little bit, but it could. And it didn't. Veiled Mask. it is what it is. Here's my kit. It's weird. It's really weird, but it did kind of come together here at the last second in the funniest way. Did not expect it at all. I'm just going to make sure that I didn't accidentally stop the recording. This is a thing I've done in the past, and it traumatized me because I like had to throw away the entire recording because I lost the last half. My laptop is not letting me alt tab for some fucking reason. Okay, it is still recording. Okay. That's all that had to happen, laptop. You could just let me do that instantly. Get through it nice and quick, but apparently not. But we're not going to be using full moon slash or single slash at all moving forward. It's all about the Minotaur from here on out. And the full moon slash is going to be used for something special at the end of the run. Trust me, it's worth it. If you're like, Haxa, but I wanted to see you full moon slash the first hero and do like, I don't know, 3k damage to him. And not even one-shot him. It's like, you have to trust me. You have to, okay? I know what I'm doing here. I'm the pilot, and you know, I'm a good pilot. I know what I'm doing. I'm a Skul Pro, okay? If there ever were a Skul Pro, if that's even a thing that is not like the cringiest thing in the world to say, it is. But I'll say it. I'm a Skul Pro, okay? So just gotta trust me. We're gonna do something cool at the end. And you're gonna be like, oh my god, Haxa, that was so worth it, dog. Thanks, man. Thanks for showing me this really cool thing. You know, it is what it is. Last chance for an item, by the way. Let's see what's inside. Oh! Okay, what the fuck? Aw, man, I have to get rid of all my bones, I think. I didn't want to do that. Actually, I'm getting rid of Mythril Armor. I want my thumbnail to be 3 bones. Sorry. I made my run a little weaker there, more than likely. Actually, I did, because we don't have Hand of Glory anymore. But still, worth it, in my opinion. So, it's first hero time. The Heart of the Ascetic is like a really I guess we have Revenge now. It's not super useful, though. Interesting little last-second addition. Doesn't really do anything. But the first hero, I still think we're going to do just fine on. We did lose, I think, some max HP overall there, but it doesn't matter. This has been a very interesting little run request. It's actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So if I started pessimistic at the start, apologies. But we also did get a little lucky, too, with like stuff like this and this and this. But it is what it is. And also this. Without this, good lord, where would this run be? Oh shit, we got rid of our stacks, actually. Or did we ever max? We never max stacked it. That's pretty funny. With all that said, though, let's get in there and fight the first hero. I think we're going to do just fine. Despite the weirdness of this run, it's going to go well, I think. So, let's go. Let's see how it goes. Ugh, my nose. It's so uncomfortable. Sorry, just, ugh. Fucking allergies and everything. Fucking being sick and stuff. Ugh. Swapping out to the Samurai is basically just bad here. I probably shouldn't be doing it too often. Get absolutely dunked on. Oh my god, it swapped. Okay, we need to get on the road here with some damage. It's pretty much just Minotaur here. Also, we probably should be using our basics a lot too, because we have the bone of swiftness here. In fact, my basics aren't horrible here with the bone of swiftness. Still not great, obviously. It's still really, they're good with the Minotaur, so we should focus on that. The problem with the Minotaur is the tackle dasher. And also, I can use my... Oh, man. I can use my Giga Stomp because we're not doing the Minotaur windscreen. We're doing the windscreen on the Samurai. So I'm actually capable of doing it, but still, I missed it there. Now he got Giga Stomped. As you can see, this is still... Oh! I thought we were about to get stuck in the vortex. Those animations are way too similar. They confuse me all the time. It's actually really easy to parry the first hero because his attacks are like so, they're like very rapid. So like you don't even have to time your parry really. You can just do it however you want. So this is going all right, all things said. We have to worry about getting grabbed here a little bit. We're going to be stuck in this last little phase of the first hero fight for a while compared to how long I'm normally fighting him after he does his jump in the air. So, we have to be a little cautious here, but as you can see, it's going pretty well. And I'm sure some viewers are like, Haxa, just use your full moon slash. It's so OP. Don't worry. We're going to get through it together, all right? You got to trust me. I know what I'm doing. All right. This is going to be a lot easier overall than the last phase. That's just kind of how phase 2 of the first hero is if you know what you're doing. For new players, this is a horrifying experience. You're like, I don't know what to do here. He's just attacking so crazily. I can't read his moves. But if you know what you're doing, this is like extremely readable. He's basically on rails, as I like to say. It's no worries. Okay, that was a bone debuff. I actually wanted to be the samurai there, but that's fine. He's unstoppable. Swap here. Okay, we got him at half. I might lose my life here, but I'll try not to. But even if I do, I'm not worried about it. We're going in the Hell Cage. It's been a while since we've been in there. He's invincible there. That was actually a waste. The first hero has a lot of iframes. The Hell Cage is also pretty readable if you know what you're doing, but it takes a lot of experience to really get good reads on the Hell Cage moves. It looks... Oh my god, we cannot swap. It's so obnoxious. I miss my mutant, man. That's like the one thing I still really miss about this run is the mutant. Okay, he's falling. We might be able to get him here. Let's stomp him. Get stomped. We should be completely fine from here. Okay, that was stupid of me. Took a lot of unnecessary damage there. Okay, it's Hell Cage number 2. It's been a very long time since I've seen this. Let's stomp him. Stomp his lights out. Get him with the ogre totem. I'm going to do my best to keep my life here. Shouldn't be hard. I feel pretty confident. I just have to not get grabbed. Which will be easier on the samurai than on the minotaur, because I have to time my tackle dash as well here. But I'm definitely going to blast off with damage here. Also, he kind of like... Okay, the bone debuff might get me grabbed here. I'm not using my full moon slash. Never. You haven't earned the usage of the full moon slash. Also, you're hybrid beaming already, bro. That's not good. Weak. He's probably going to jump up here, I imagine. Nope, not if we stun him. And he didn't grab me. Get fucked. We win. GG's. We're great. But now, you know, Haxa didn't use his full moon slash. What's wrong with him? I'll show you what's wrong with me, okay? There's a lot wrong with me. But this is something that's right with me. Watch. And a lot of you already know what I'm doing. But there's probably a couple new people here who don't. There we go. GG's. That's what I did it for. I did it for the broken windscreen, which is the whole point in the whole run. If you're new here, you're probably like, but Haxa, the run's the point, the fun of playing Skul? No. It's this. It's broken windscreens. That's the whole reason we play. Nothing else matters. And this is one of the most broken windscreens of them all. Only the Int can even come close. But personally, I think the Samurai's is cooler. GG's. Really cool run. Really weird run. Obviously, like, just like asynergistic as all hell. But it actually came together to be somewhat coherent in the end. Like, still very weird. But we kept our arms. We had Bone 3, which is funny. Heart of the Ascetic, getting rid of my Mithril gear, which the Mithril gear is better, but I hate the Mithril gear, so I guess I'm pretty happy I got rid of that by the end. I kept the Bone of Mana for fun. Really, I could have gotten rid of that and it would have been better, obviously, but you know. And also, I probably should have been a little smarter with my treasure here with keeping the gold whip. Another item I hate, but I don't know. We would have had treasure 5 the whole run if I didn't get rid of an item for the golden whip. So I still feel okay about that. But getting treasure from the treasure chest was like probably the worst thing that could have happened. But other than that, the run actually went pretty smooth. No really good, but Ogre's a good quintessence, but we could have probably got something better. I know there was a troll in the shop. I'm still on my anti-troll arc, and I honestly don't even think troll would have been that much better than the ogre here. The ogre probably saved me from losing my life, but I guess it's hard to say what would have happened if we had troll, if we would have been closer to not dying, or if we would have died with troll. Who's to say? That's the Berenstein universe where Haxa took control in like episode 160 of Skul the Hero Slayer. Yeah, man. Never got our full stack on this, which is funny, but doesn't matter. This run was cool. Thank you for your run request, Slav. I appreciate it. I was a little pessimistic about it at the start, but by the end, I really like this is a cool run, and I'll probably revisit it someday. Just cool, lots of fun. Treasure shuffle. That's probably what I'll call it. And I will say we did get lucky to even be able to do it at all, because items from treasure, as you saw, really rare. It was only at the really like last end of the run where we even got rid of all of our items that we didn't get from the treasure chest. But by the end, we were actually able to pull it off. But the real problem is you have to get treasure 4 really early to pull off a run like this. And getting the pot of greed from the foolish and large chest really kind of like facilitated a run like this. But all of that said, I think I've spoken enough here. Really excited about the potential hard mode implications that the last thing had here. Lots of just really cool stuff happening in Skul. We're still waiting for really concrete news, but you know, it's probably coming soon, Copium, hopefully. Or maybe the devs will just, I don't know, talk to us. Talk to us, Southpaw devs, please. I'm begging you, please. You just gotta tell us anything, literally anything. Can we have another blog post, please? Just anything, bro. I want to know what the future of Skul is after this. I hope they're not done with it. I don't think they are. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for a lot of the moves they made over the past year to completely abandon Skul as like a platform after they finish this update. But they might. I would still be excited to see what Southpaw does next, but I want them to continue with Skul. All that said, though, I've rambled enough here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you immensely. We're almost to 1,000. We might be at 1,000 by this point. And at that point, I don't know what I'm going to do that's special when we reach 1,000. I don't really have anything in mind. I kind of did the really long tier list with items. I don't want to do a Skul tier list in case they release more skulls in 1 point whatever we're going into next. So I'll try and figure something out, but more than likely we'll just celebrate together. I don't know. With all that said, I need to shut the fuck up. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.